Hi, my name is Shoaib and I'm building an automation business in public. I don't know if it will be successful or if it will fail, but here's me giving it a try. So I am sending out cold emails and I realized I need to make videos to show that I can do what I say I am selling right. So this is I'm going to, in this video, I'll show you two templates, code email videos that I am sending to companies as part of my code email campaign. They are generic, they're meant to sound short and sweet, and it's just a way to show that I can do it. Instead of initially sending the customized email each for every company I do, this is just a way to get myself up and running, to make the process a bit and see what's out there. And if this is, let me know if the videos are actually good or if they are not. And yeah, here is the first video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Yes.
Hi, my name is Shaib. I build automation workflow systems for businesses that saves them 30 to 50 hours in a week and also reduces costs significantly. This system right here takes in data from a Google Sheet, which is a sample invoice data, but it can be any invoice data system. It can be a Stripe, it can be any system that you use that is personalized to your business and company. So it takes in data from the Google Sheet and it grabs the date. And what this does, it automatically sends emails to invoices that have not been paid. So any any invoice that has not been paid, like the system takes in the data from the data source and it calculates the difference between the current date and the date that the invoice was originally sent. So this system, what it does is after 7 days, it sends an automatic email to, sorry, it creates a draft, but it can be also to create it. It can be also to send an email automatically because the system doesn't require any sort of um, large language models that can personalize emails. But what this does is it creates a draft message for the business and it sends it and it can also send it to the person who has not paid the invoice yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'll show you my draft message. So I have no draft right now. What the system will do is it will go through the sample invoice data again. Like I said, it can be from any source, and it will get the date sent. And if it's been 7 days, it will create a draft message. But like I said, it can also create and send the message on your behalf because it requires minimal human input. All it does is, hey, first name, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to check in, make sure. And the difference, wanted to notice each email for each different draft message is for different days. So if the difference between now and the dates that the invoice was originally sent has been more than is equal to 7 days, I then this system comes up with a soft message just to remind them, yep, we're doing well, just want to check in. After after the invoice hasn't been paid for 14 days, it starts to crank up the tune or the tone of the email that I sent. And once it's after 42 days, as you can see here, 42 days, my tone is now changed and it becomes much more, a little bit dialed in so that I can get my money's worth. So I know that this system is going to be valuable for companies. I'm going to run this right now. And I showed you earlier, my draft is empty, no draft. I will actually do it just right here. Once I run it, it gets data from the sample invoice data and the date sent is already I've already edited it so that it fits into this um, presentation. So it will get data from Google Sheets and it will create two draft messages. And let's go to my draft. As you can see, it creates two draft messages. Let me expand this. I have two new draft messages here. Hey Matthew, any updates on that invoice from 2 weeks ago? But just wanted to make sure I close this out, Sharif. So this system, as you can see, is valuable and to save you a ton of headache about reminding clients to pay up for the invoice. And also, it also makes sure that you have your invoice paid. And the reason why it sends like two for Matthew is because Matthew hasn't paid in 2 weeks, and the Caitlin Miller hasn't paid in 1 week. So the tone of their messages are both different. Hey Matthew, any updates on Nevers from 2 weeks ago? And for the first one, sorry, and Nicole Casey, hey Caitlin, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to check in about the invoice I sent last week. Let me know. So this is a system that can be used just to relieve a bit of headache on your part and make sure you get your money out of your client. So it just sounds like something like you can use in your company. Let me know, reach out, and cheers. Thank you. Hi, my name is Chef, and I build automation workflow systems for businesses that save them 30 to 50 hours in a week and also reduces cost significantly. This system can be used as an internal operational tool, or it can be used as a lead nurturing tool. So in this case, I am I am taking my data from a Google Sheet, which acts as a lead where the source of my leads are. And I'm making a request to the URL. So the data is coming from my Google Sheet right here. And this is a bunch of leads that I generated. And it's going to fetch data from the URL, from their website, meaning, and I'll generate a personalized newsletter where I create a Google document. And right now I don't have any in my, I'll refresh this. I don't have any in my Google document right now. And it will, and the system will create a row in a Google Sheet called email generation, where it will import a row with the link to the documents, that is, in this case, a newsletter. It will have the email I'm going to send this to, and an icebreaker where it will come up with something to start the email with. So I'm going to run the system for you, and if this is valuable or something that you can use in your business, please reach out to me. So what this will do is fetch the data from the data source, which can be anything, but in this case, a Google Sheet, and it will go through the system and generate a personalized newsletter for this business. It's created a newsletter document, generates an icebreaker, and once you go to my Google document, as you can see, we have a custom newsletter for Vicars. And the reason why it only does Vicars is because I filtered out for businesses or proposals or leads that have both emails and both a URL. And yeah, I have a new role with the name, the business name, the email, the link to the Google document, which is also, as you can see, for Vicars, the same, and a URL. So the Google document, I'm going to open it, and this is going to be a personalized newsletter. And Avike has put this together for you. Let me know if this is. And this sounds like something that's going to be valuable to your company. Let me know, reach out, and cheers.